Hey everybody, One Wisdom here. We are back for part 94 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough. Exactly 2:30 a.m. in part 93. Kind of rambled on, then we took our box stock Giants for the first half here of chapter 16, bringing order to chaos. So, for whatever reason, I have the bad habit of going everywhere to collect money, even if it's minuscule amounts with no treasure chests or hats or legendary parts or anything, so bear with me there, but gonna go ahead and continue on, and hopefully we'll get to battle chaos. There we go. It didn't quite work like I had planned. Okay, that was all of that was very strange, and probably not supposed to happen, but for whatever reason I'm having trouble getting him to walk on the platform and go over there, which could be bad because we have to walk to progress in level 2. There we go. We'll just simply step on the switch again to open that up. You do run into that from time to time. The Giants it's just like on the ship when you're trying to go up there and get the big stash of money, and instead of going up the stairs you wind up going back to the deck of the ship. Really hard to explain, but it just happens. This should be pretty sweet. I'm going to try to use that. I don't know how that didn't go around. Hothead basically can just seemingly circle this guy. It's probably the best performance I've ever seen against Crystal Gold. He owned that guy, so pretty sweet. Incendiary! Yes, if anyone wondered, there are many times I wish these guys were leveled up. Would make things go a heck of a lot quicker. And in cases like Hot Rods, you could use his, Soul Gem and kind of work on the quest at the same time. I think this was the last treasure chest right up here, so probably really easy to miss that. And then the other thing, you kind of need to tilt that down and get a running start to get through there. Sounds like we're skipping a few frames here. This part's probably not ideal. I don't even know how that counts, but whatever. I was talking, of course, about how the blade was motionless and somehow did like 47 damage to us or something. We should probably buy this crud. Just again, like I said, we're gonna go through here. So that's a pretty sweet hat. I mean, if it was speed or something else, it'd be incredibly awesome. But elemental power can come in very handy. Unicorn hat, 2,500. Those are pretty impressive numbers. 25. It's kind of weird you'd have like 2 elemental power hats, that close together. Conquertron is really the key treasure here, in my opinion. I may buy it just to kind of make this special. Because honestly, you've seen this, but it's with Giants entirely this time. This is one of the reasons I let Moneybags here get so much. If I let him do it, he's not going to be too far shy of what I think his upgrades will cost. So, let me make sure. I know Trigger Happy's supposed to collect 50. As you can see there, he's my only one that has the second most basic battle champ, and that's because, I spent 15 minutes just letting him squash Sprocket. Yeah, so I think we'll, just to make this different, we will pick that up. Although I had debated recording just like wiping out his store every time, but there are a ton of expensive things let's just do it. We'll just buy Conquertron because we need it anyway. So probably for Quigley, it'll come in handy. But as you can see, it's 4 on every side. It will basically own the entire game of Skystones. It's pretty crazy, you know. So 6,500, the price is high, but like I said, he got quite a bit of money from battle mode, which was really boring when you have to play yourself and you can't use. I don't have 4 hands. I'm not slam bam, you know. So anyway, we're gonna get it and see what happens. This is my first time to purchase anything from Auric's store. Note, he did not give a receipt. I didn't really expect one, but just for the heck of it, we're gonna go back, fire, and let Hothead have his throw here.
I'm on fire!
But there you go. To make this one a little bit more special, went ahead and we, you know, bought something.
Behold! It is I, Kaos. And as you can see, I am awesome! Of course I was always awesome. But now that I have the Fist of Arceus and assume the form of the biggest, most powerful robot ever, I am supremely awesome! So you probably better start running here.
Okay, this is another time Giants might be a hindrance. But it looks like Hothead will be able to just plow through anyway. And when you do run into stuff like that, the Giants, I mean, they do, you know... I wonder how much damage that would do if you did get hit.
You can run, but you can't hide!
They do kind of clear the area out a little quicker, so... It's going to leave those. Oh, he took them out. Note, I went back for the watermelon just to make things interesting and see if it's still out running. Barely.
Hey, come back here, you!
Let's see if we can get XP from these guys.
I demand that you stop and let me smash you!
Okay, so we basically were just toying with him. Escape through the teleporter. First, just like we did last time, we're going to walk around the circle because it's a bad habit and nothing's changed. So, there we go. Once again, this hadn't dropped many frames. I'm kind of surprised.
You think you're so smart because you found my secret red avalanche button. Well, I can hit buttons too. Now you're trapped, Sky Blunderer, and neither Eon nor any of your idiot friends can save you now.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
According to my calculations, he is technically larger than us.
Well, at least it's kinda close, right?
What? You dare challenge me, Robo Chaos? Didn't you hear how awesome I was earlier?
I guess I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, you just made a big mistake. No matter. You want to play tag team, huh? Fine. I will summon my own robot minions. Archeons! Fist of Arceus, shield me from this fool!
So what I'm sitting here thinking is, like, when we get done with this, if when I go back to the ship, if we're gonna get the big money again. Now the other issue, it's going to be really hard for the Giants to dodge the shield juggernauts. You know, it's just one of those things. They're not as nimble and quick. They do deal more damage, of course. I would not be surprised at all, assuming we don't lose them, if Hothead doesn't hit level 15 in this. Well, that was good timing. We didn't have to deal with another wave of his enemies. Okay, now this is where we can easily lose a giant because it's really hard to dodge some of the Not necessarily this first couple of rounds, but when that thing really gets going, I think it's going to be problematic for us. Unless we can like kill it really fast. Yeah, he really hadn't taken much damage. He's having like the 2 waves prior to that. I just kind of tried to stay close to it. Seems to have worked pretty well.
Because you have your essence cloud. And I hate cloud.
I'm awesome!
No, wasn't bad at all.
Look, there it is. Keep an eye on the fist of Arcus while it's exposed. And let's just hope he doesn't know he has eye lasers.
Note how the game pans away from your target objective. That's classic.
My mistake. Uh-oh. Here come those eye lasers I was talking about. Watch out!
Oh yeah, the eye lasers. Another thing.
Good.
Just kind of more of an annoyance for the Giants to deal with because of their speed.
Watch out for those Archeans.
2 shield juggernauts is problematic here. You know, if Hothead had that Future Hat, I think it's plus 10 speed is what I've got on my Crusher back. He would be possibly quick enough to kind of like dodge majority of this stuff. Perfect timing there. We got one and took out the other. I know I shouldn't have gone for that, but
I don't think so. Now it's time to turn the tables.
I am not familiar with that expression.
Me neither, come to think.
Oh, I see. Now, Skylander, attack his head.
that's crazy how. I think like 3 of those jousters didn't even make it to the like arena. They just kind of like landed in the ditch. If we could level up, well, we're not going to. It's one of those deals that would have been like awesome time.
Don't make me get up!
Let's just go back for that. Oh, I did not realize those were eye lasers. There's so much going on. Yeah, I think those are eye lasers too. It's really kind of hard to keep track of your character.
Good. Keep hitting the fist.
Off and on. I mean, the game has its moments. Like instances like this when everything's swirling around and there's eye lasers and plasmodium or whatever that stuff is. And your character's red. I mean, that kind of, maybe we're like Tree Rex and be a little bit more invisible or something.
Good. Keep hitting the fist. Keep hitting the fist.
Seems like we should have had a health match going through by now. I think what's taking our health away is just me not being able to keep up with the when the eye lasers are coming in.
That's it. Keep hitting the fist.
And then not being able to dodge stuff.
Good.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I hope we get that. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we just took Chaos down with box stock, Hothead. Nothing done to him, no upgrades, not level 15. So, pretty cool. I'd actually planned, I wanted to use all the giants. I think in Nightmare mode we'll hopefully get to do that. You know, like have to replace them for survival and kind of get more of them in the mix.
At last!
To get out of here, Master.
Nonsense! Robot! I order you to!
Again, we've only dropped 10 frames, so I'm pretty happy with,
Wowzers! Looks like the little
the way
slip
this
is getting away.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna get very far.
Just for the record, I won't record the
Why aren't you listening to me?
Sir, I think
credits
his
this
power
time.
is starting to shut down like the other robots.
Don't be ridiculous, Glumshanks! Robot, do as I command!
3.
That's right! The 3 of us will turn around right now to go back to get my Iron Fist!
2.
Yes! To the island! I just said that! What is wrong with you, Robot?
1.
But I haven't won yet! That's why we need to go back!
It's been a pleasure serving you, Emperor Chaos. All systems deactivating now.
Well,
That reminds me of
looks
Super
like
Mario World.
Skylanders is safe once again.
I don't know if anyone even knows what I'm
Thanks to
talking
me.
about.
And what about the Skylanders?
Oh, sure, they help too.
What do you think happened to Chaos?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that guy learned his lesson. A lesson never to mess with the bravest and most handsome, exceptionally charming, and did I say handsome? Pilot in all of Skylands. But you know what's missing in all this, Callie?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
That's right. You better hold on to something, because here it comes. And ultimate boom!
Well done, Portal Master. Thanks to you, the Legion of Archean war machines is now gone, and the Iron Fist of Arcus is lost forever. As for Chaos, I think he got what he deserved. Skyland's safe, for now. But I have a feeling that more adventures are right around the corner. The journey with your Skylanders and your Giants is only just beginning.
Okay, so there you have it again. Box Dock, not level 15. Hothead just totally decimated Kaos and his Conquertron. His health did get, I think it was like around 243 last I saw. Never got to the critical stages, but again, I think a big part why it wasn't like 450 or higher is simply because it's really hard to keep track of the eye lasers when you're kind of pinned in over there. But nonetheless, that went pretty well. Interesting note, there is not a life element area in this chapter. There's not an air element area in this chapter. And very oddly enough, this is kind of something you'd think there would be in the last chapter. There's no undead area. Only reason you saw Eyebrawl is because I had him out at the start. He's who I entered the level with. Then you entered a water element area. Then that little conveyor belt area is tech. There's an earth elemental area. We got Crusher out for that one. Then it goes back to fire, and it looked like the fire elemental area continued on to the bridge where you meet up with Chaos. So as it worked out, Hothead cleaned house. I was actually planning on going in with Thumpback and Eyebrawl next, And if I opted out of that, I was thinking I'd let like Tree Rex do it since he was a starter pack character. But pretty easy. I mean, this is the easy file. I think once I play the hard files, Chapter 16, I'll have an idea for how difficult Nightmare mode may be. And you know, like I said, hopefully by then we have Ninjini, everybody's upgraded. And I mean, it'd kind of be cool to have to pull Hothead from the portal and put Thump back on and have to pull him, and you know, just amped up the difficulty level basically, and kind of get to use more of the characters. But that was it. You know, part 91 or not 89, 90, and 91, I think. We used the new landers to get through this. Did have Slam Bam in there a little bit, just because Chill was maxed out, you know. And then come back here in parts, 93 and 94, and we use the box stock Giants. Granted, you know, shortened in Genie, but that's taken care of. It's 250-ish. I'm going to, I guess, end this one and then come in, and I think we'll do Empire of Ice. Maybe another one. It'll depend how tired I am, but right now this has only dropped 12 frames. I'm pretty impressed. If you want to see the credits, go back to part 91 and watch them. They're ridiculously long. I can tell you right now, once Flynn quits talking with the Chompy Mage, I mean, that's it. You're just literally watching the credits. Nothing else funny pops up. There is like that cutscene at the very, very end. Chaos gets home, and I guess his mom is there or something. But Chaos and the Chompy Mage talk about singing, careers, enchiladas. Mainly enchiladas, in all honesty. But you know, I added a little something to it, kind of like the first game, but very long. And that's really all you're missing is enchiladas and that final cutscene. So I'll go ahead and head out here. And I do want to go on to the Crow's Net and, well, Crane deck, I guess, and see if we've got all the money. So again, okay. Oh, you can just skip straight to this cutscene, so I'll let you see it.
But no matter. I have at least 37 more plans to take over Skylands. Each one more diabolically sinister than the last.
Lord Chaos? Is that who I think it is?
Mother?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so once you get past Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions or whatever, you just press C and you can go straight to the cutscene. So now, what I'm interested in, and probably what most of you care about knowing, is when you've beaten the game, you know, for a second time or, you know, subsequent times after the first, will we have that big spread of cash up top, or will it just be 320 again? So we'll investigate that, and then, like I said, probably in this, come in. It should be Empire of Ice its first if they maintain the order, and we'll do that. Maybe use, you know, Slam Bam, Legendary. I don't know. We'll probably stick with Slam Bam unless he hits level 15 or something. Up here at the access tower, headed to the Crane deck, and hopefully we have a Sea of Jewels ahead of us. We don't, so it's a one-time deal, sadly. Kind of bummed about that, in all honesty, but I wanted to make sure I didn't like hide cash after subsequent wins or something. Cool thing though, the big thing there, we beat Chaos with one Skylander Hothead in this instance. And we picked up Conquertron, so that's pretty much it, you know. I will clear out the rest of the ship here in a little bit, and then we'll come back in. I don't know how exactly this will work, like if Eon's gonna say we've unlocked it and Flynn offers to fly us there, if it's like gonna dock at the ship or something crazy, or be a teleporter or a portal, you know. Last time, you know, when you were kind of there by the core of light, you know, Empire of Ice was conveniently right down the road. Dragon's Peak, surfaced at the top left-hand corner. Top right-hand corner, Darklight Crypt emerged from the grounds, and then Pirate Seas was there at the docks. So, being a floating airship, there's not a lot of options here, so kind of be interesting to see how they handle that. But that's what we'll do. I'll pause this in the video, and I guess I will have to dig out Empire of Ice. I think I see it in one of these little storage totes, but we'll do that. Like I said, I don't know anything about them. It's going to be blind. I mean, obviously I know Empire of Ice from last time, but like whether they've changed the storyline a little bit, if there's more enemies, different enemies, if they've tweaked it around for the Giants only have access to some areas, or if it's the exact same thing, I honestly don't know. So I'm looking forward to it. If they kept the same order, I think we're going to go Empire of Ice, Pirate Seas, Darklight Crypt, and then Dragon's Peak. What I'll do in these, I'll continue to use the new landers, but I will also try and use the original characters, with the exception of maybe Ghost Roaster and Sunburn. I'm planning on bringing them back for Nightmare mode, because by then, the current cast should be upgraded or close to it, and kind of progressing along. So, but since Terrafin and Slam Bam both got Series 2 reposes, I will use them every time I can in these coming levels. One of the things I've looked forward to for forever is having Eyebrawl battle Oculus, and I'll finally get to do that in Darklight Crypt, which is not Chapter 25. It'll be 19 if they kept them in the same order, and we'll just take it as it comes, see what happens. But that was it. This was our box stock Giants taking on Chaos. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, my apologies we didn't get to use more, but that's the way they set the level up. There was the magic area. I forgot to reference that one, but of course we don't have Ninjini. So again, life, air, and undead, completely unaccounted for there. Kind of would have been cool if they would have incorporated all of them, at least into the final level, but maybe next time. Nonetheless, Hothead cleaned house. Pretty impressed with him, so Hothead fans rejoice. He did awesome. Box stock, not level 15, so you can brag about that if you want to, but I'll can this, and we will chill out as we head off for Empire of Ice with Slam Bam.